Continuar? Não, novo jogo.
Poxa, Yuri, tu não fez isso com ela. As outras tu colocou só a ração boa pra ela, tu misturou.
Não, já tava aí, Gil.
As outras não estavam.
Já tava aí, Gil.
Porque olha, quando eu coloquei, ela ficou de graça também. Ó, vai tirar essa. Quando tirou, tu vai colocar. Vai botar uma raçãozinha boa, por favor. Oi, mesmo, sou eu porque tem que ser. O que isso aqui tá fazendo? Aqui, amor, ele vem assim, ó. Cola. Esse daí é ruim pra caramba, porque acho que ele é brilhoso. Tá vendo? Não perde, né? Isso vai vir a cola nova. Vai. Calma, vai. Mas eu já coloquei já. Vou colocar aí. Vou colocar mais não. Olha o que tá aí. Se não comer, eu vou ficar querendo.
Vamos direto pra campanha logo. Já que eu já fiz o tutorial. Eu queria aumentar essa legenda, cara. Tá muito pequenininha.
You know how much I hate this hocus pocus nonsense, Faustus. Now you want to tell me just what the hell is so important?
Sleeping Mother, sacred harbinger, awaken and reclaim what is yours. You who rise with the moon in darkness, who prepares the path for the midnight sun. Turn your merciless eyes upon us and arise!
Nice show, Doc. Next time, call Zemo. Better yet, I'll just shoot you and save us all the trouble.
Todo mundo pra casa do Carvalho. Seis meses depois.
The fabric of magic is unwinding.
Tony
You're
está
fortunate to be here at all.
no chão.
Where is here, exactly?
Salem, Massachusetts. Well, a pocket
Ele é
dimension in Salem, Massachusetts.
o estranho
Oh,
abriu
suburbs.
o portal, mas
Nice.
o portal tava no alto.
Welcome
Aí veio
to the Abbey.
voando o Doutor Estranho
Home
e a
of the
Capitã Marvel
Midnight
voando.
Sun.
Aí deu um passo pra frente. O Capitão.
The hell is this? Lilith's Junior Demon League?
Wait, it's that jerk from TV. Which one?
Now, if everyone would just take a moment.
Enough!
Eita, fia.
You're standing on my flowers.
Oh, been a long time, Sarah.
It's caretaker now.
If I could have avoided this moment, I would, but...
Oh, spare me the speech. I know Lilith's back. We're sisters after all.
Guess we're suddenly invisible now.
Shall we chat, Stephen?
No one can argue that the Hunter earned their rest in the first battle against Lilith. I only hope they are up for the task once more.
You wizards always make everything sound so lofty. I raised my sister's only child as a weapon against her.
And saved the world in the process.
Now you want me to dig them up and ask them to do it again.
I did not write the prophecy, Sarah. Besides, I am no common grave robber. We are simply reuniting their ethereal essence with their corporal form. Speaking of, it would help to have a mental image for the procedure. Spare no detail. Spiritual identity theft is no laughing matter.
Escolha o tipo de corpo. Ah, homem, né? Oh, dá pra modificar aqui o personagem, ó. Pô, não tem um japinha aparecendo comigo, cara? Porra, cara, na moral, os personagens daqui é ridículo, mano. Ah, qual é?
Mano, ficou muito estranho.
Samurai?
Esse daí ficou da hora.
Rei Leão! Opa!
Lançou um galvão de crime.
É o Kira, é? Ai, chavoso. Emuzida.
Jogador de futebol. Jogador Neymar, é Neymar.
É emo. Tá porra! O cara tem um. Tá porra, o cara tem um rabanete da. Não, coloca esse aqui. Ai, meu Deus. Igual o meu. Cadê um Black Nelson? Tem um Black? Aqui. Sobrancelhudo. Pelos faciais. Cara, eu queria trocar, se não dá pra modificar essa... Ai, cara, aí é foda, né? Tá porra, Tony Stark?
Ah, caraca.
Tá parecido com o meu. Ralinho assim, ó. Porra, mano. É, aí, ó. Pintei. É, não tem como editar assim a fisionomia do personagem, então... Embora.
Child of light and darkness, you who tame the
Ah lá,
night,
estão me invocando. Eita porra!
hear the voice of those who beseech thee and...
The collar! Wait! Wait! Ah!
Mother!
So, that's a good thing, right?
Sarah. is she?
As far as resurrection spells are concerned, I've seen worse. Particularly on myself.
Tony, come on. It's perfectly safe.
That thing wakes up and takes a bite out of you. Don't blame me.
Visiting hours are over.
You can't stay here forever.
There's nowhere else I
Ah, o
should
Blade,
be.
boladão.
Just saw that Stark guy poking around behind the mirror table.
Find me as soon as
Toma,
they
seu Brian.
awaken. And Blade, be nice.
Always am.
Vê o... Parte 1, o despertar.
Tá quente.
Mexeu ele?
Aham. Tá quente.
Mas já tá fervendo não.
Tá.
Hunter, caçador.
So cold. But the air burns with every breath. Has it been so long?
Ah, se faz tanto tempo, você tá andando é bem, viu, filho?
I know this place. In my dreams, it was always empty.
Ó, o Blade ali, nem tinha visto.
But now I sense I am not alone.
Have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance. Guess that makes two of us.
You should have struck when you had the chance, vampire. You will not live to regret your error.
Cute, and Caretaker told me to be nice. Relax, Slayer, I'm a friend. You just don't know it yet.
Yes, I saw you with Sarah before. But what would she want with a vampire, unless...
The name's Blade, and I'm no ordinary vampire. I get you've been out of commission, but I thought you noticed since we're having this little showdown under the freaking sun.
A Dampier. Daywalkers were a myth, even to me.
Ah, mano, não acredito. Acredito, olha, começou. Começou. Começou o jogo. Você desligou já, Yuri? Feijão? Ô, Gil! Você não vai, não? Você não vai comprar, não? Cara, na moral. O jogo crashou de novo, Yuri. What? Não, não é esse aqui, não. Bora lá, vai fazer tudo de novo. Ai, Jesus.
but the air burns with every breath. Has it been so long? I know this place. In my dreams, it was always empty. But now I sense I am not alone.
Have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance. Guess that makes two of us.
You should have struck when you had the chance, vampire. You will not live to regret your error.
Cute, and Caretaker told me to be nice.
Vem.
Relax, Slayer. I'm a
Fala pra ela
friend.
comprar
You
Ita.
just don't know it yet.
Yes. I saw you with
Não
Sarah
comprar Brahma nem
before.
coisa não.
But what would she want with a vampire? Unless...
The name's Blade, and I'm no ordinary vampire. I get you've been out of commission, but I thought you noticed since we're having this little showdown under the freaking sun.
A Dampier. Daywalkers were a myth, even to me.
Says the half-human, half-demon monster hunter.
I do, and I must admit I'm curious. Tell me, Daywalker, how did you come to be?
Long story, and it's still not over. We managed not to kill each other for a while, and maybe I'll tell you one day.
I accept your challenge.
Right. As much as I'd love to see how much weirder this conversation can go, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. The prophecy is in motion. I can feel it. We have wasted too much time here already.
Man, the others are really gonna love you.
Others?
Yeah, you've got a little fan club, I think. But why spoil the surprise? Hope you're up for the challenge, chosen one.
Eita porra, meio... Joguinho assim é sempre bom. Chaves arcanas disponíveis, 0. Ah! Entendi. É meio esquisito movimentar esse personagem aqui, mas... Ah, não dá pra entrar. Queria entrar pra ver se tinha alguma coisa lá dentro. Aperta a alavanca, então aparece o bagulho de foto, né? Gráficos, adicionar texto. Quê? Não dá pra editar, não? Ué, achei que dava pra colocar alguma coisa, já ia colocar aqui já. Pra que? Pra tirar foto? Ah, tá.
Did I miss something? Or did Nico just...
Hunter. Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm...
The witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
Or Nico, but either works. And this is...
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
And I think you already met Blade.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you...
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
So, welcome home. I guess we...
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then. The Abbey is still, well, you know, the Abbey. Basic stuff. Dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill, and, whatever the hell the Forge is. Have to say, for a haunted transient castle raised on the cursed grounds of Old Salem, it's pretty cozy. Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi. Oh, and one more thing. We've got some new house guests now. You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh, gotta go. Show's about to begin.
There isn't time for a refresher, much less that sort of training.
Mesa espelhada. Já falei com ela.
Past experience is enough.
Taking a big risk with the choker.
You act as if I'm thrilled with the situation. If you're concerned, then you'll be all the more vigilant out there.
Parece que o copo tá vibrando.
So, crazy day, huh?
Crazy indeed.
Lots of new blood around here.
E aí, tu?
No signs of muscle atrophy. You seem pretty healthy for a reanimated corpse.
It's almost impossible to imagine the horror, the atrocities committed on these grounds all those years ago. Then again, we are less than 20 miles from Fenway Park.
I imagine Caretaker will have a hard time putting you at risk so soon after your awakening. But I doubt Lilith will leave her much of
Vamos logo pra missão.
Powerful, yes. But
Opa.
how powerful, we will see.
Big personalities, too.
I think you mean big egos. But none of that matters unless they can help us get to Wanda.
Nothing about any of this is easy, Blade.
Yeah? Tell that to Wanda.
É. Não adianta que tem que ficar caçando as paradas mesmo.
I'm sure they know of the Sorcerer Supreme isn't following you.
How long have you two been sharing a room now? A day?
Peguei ali, peguei aqui.
The table is all
Certeza deve ter mais
yours. Let's
coisa.
get to it.
Oh, I don't know. What do you say, Doc? 6, 7 hours?
6 hours, 43 minutes, 8 seconds.
Escutando um barulho.
And counting.
Wow.
Agora não sei se é aquela lampadazinha. Vamos ver.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look... older. How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were... missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith...
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith.
Tony.
That's my name. Tony. That's, Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
There was... a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some sorcerer supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Allow me. Alato.
Whoa, what kind of network you running there?
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges. Bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda! The dark force pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is trouble.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
Doutor esquisito. Bom, só tem essa mesmo, então tem que apertar o A.
With everything going on right now, we simply cannot afford to lose contact with the Sanctum or Wanda.
Todo mundo level 1, então vambora. Eu sou um espadachim. Editar herói. Editar herói, vamos ver o que tem aqui. Ah, não dá não. Ver baralho do herói. Ah, tá. Vambora, jogo. Vambora, a gente tá perdendo muito tempo.
Even given the fluctuations in the astral spectrum, I should be seeing something. Unless Bruce is right about gamma interference.
Oh, tem umas paradas aqui perdidas. Vai, 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 vai! Ai, não dá, não dá! Corre, mata, mata, mata!
Wards have been activated before and I've never experienced such a reaction. Or perhaps I have simply erased that timeline so as not to affect my own destiny. I am quite efficient with my future and past selves in that regard.
Hã?
Fascinating.
Pega aí, filho. Obrigado. Hã? Não era essa não, mas tá bom, filha. Melhor do que a... É. Tá vindo ali, tá. Deixa eu vir aqui, deixa eu ver se eu consigo vir aqui. Ai, consigo não, tem que ir direto então. Vai, 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 vai. Hã? Tá.
Are you ready? The prophecy of the midnight sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her way into my Sanctum Sanctorum once, I suspect she can do it again.
You are a sorcerer supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the Sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy.
De quê?
For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
Pela primeira vez como Mago Supremo, não consigo prever como será o futuro. E com minha aprendiz em perigo, não podemos nos demorar.
Your sanctum will survive. We shall see to that.
Indeed, the Sanctum Sanctorum has weathered its fair share of trouble over the years. Blaze storms, a few short-tempered celestials that issue with the zoning commission. But this time, it feels different. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the Sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
Belezura!
Please, watch yourself.
Peguei ponto com o doutor. Então, vambora. Vamos logo pros Paranauê aqui, que eu tô tentando pegar as paradas e não consigo, porque fica fora de alcance.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time,
quero aumentar
space,
isso aqui,
reality,
cara. Essa legenda tá
building
pequenininha.
blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals
Dá
to
nem
work
pra ler
properly.
direito.
Yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... well, I'll just let her show you.
Tá preula!
Any more questions?
De Maria, papai, bora!
You're standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
dark energy. That feeling you're being watched? General hellhole vibe?
Yes. All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
Ah, espera até ver Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue. I said Ocean Avenue, Magic.
Porra, pior que não tem, mano. Eles pecam demais nesses negócios. Ai, cara, aí é foda, né, cara? Comunicado está lá. Porra, aí é foda, cara. Maneiro, viu? Bem da hora. Manhattan. Vixe, Maria.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
Que vida louca é aí?
I suggest we hurry.
Arm Alpha in position.
Do nada vem um doidão.
No one's getting through.
Welcome to
Vem,
New York.
pessoal, vem. É isso. Vamos lá. Derrote todos os inimigos. Derrote todos os inimigos para concluir o embate.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection.
Esses aqui são mais tanques, parece, né? Tá, eu tenho que... Faz, mano, faz bastante tempo, cara. Você sumiu, filho? 2, 1 e 1. E dá 6 de dano. Concede 6 de dano às cartas. Ó, isso aqui é bom. Compra os últimos ataques executados. Opa, isso aqui é bom. Então usa esse.
This will aid me in my fight.
Opa, aqui ó. Ficou com 10 de ataque. Restaura 30 de vida. Compra todos os ataques, beleza. Começa, não, então calma aí.
Come get it.
Ai, deu hit kill. Achei que era só metade. Deixa eu ver se tá belo esse bicho aqui.
Watch closely.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Prepare yourself!
Just what this battle requires.
Ai. Bora, terminar o turno.
You'll have to do better than
Ai,
that.
fiz uma égua.
You should be embarrassed by your weakness.
Reinforcements inbound.
Ah, chamou reforço da égua, é? Tá, porra. Que é isso, filho?
That gamma spike we detected in your area
No!
seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
Eu tô com 2 repulsão.
Of preparation. I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you. Fair warning.
Let's do this!
That's the spirit.
Hail that!
Não, enquanto você tá em batalha, não. Você só move o coisa, mas quando você tá... Quando você tá se movimentando pela rua normal, você consegue.
Do I look a bit younger?
Não, tem ainda. Tem que acabar com esse cara aqui, cara. Filho da mãe é forte,
Some
viu?
for the rest of us. Behold the light's gift.
You've done me a great favor. I don't appreciate that.
Sabia que ele ia atacar esse boneco.
You suffer for that.
De novo!
Am
Tá
I
lentidão na
meant to be
cadeia.
intimidated?
Ah!
Wanda is calling out to
Ah,
me.
filho
To concentrate and I won't be doing that again. Interesting tactic.
Playtime's over. I'm still in my prime.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilith.
You were saying? The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Maria.
Wanda!
Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail!
Maria.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
No.
A associação não vai gostar.
Not. We do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the mother's call. We
É o Venom.
are venom to
Eita
all who
porra!
oppose her. And you.
Que loucura, o Venom tá perto. Olha, Yuri. Eita porra! Que loucura, mano. Tá porra! Venom corrompido, que da hora, mano.
Well, this only escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard. Marinate it in his stomach juices and eat it with his spleen.
Gostei disso aqui. Repulsão. Olha que da hora. Calma aí. Eu tô lascado, hein? Vou dar uma cura nele. Vamos lá. Fica melhor me curar logo.
The advantage is mine.
Ah, tem um ali atrás, agora que eu vi, ó.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
Não, no modo que você tá aqui no meio da batalha, você não move mesmo não. Você consegue se mover dando uns cliques. Entendeu? Mas quando você tá fora de batalha, você consegue andar.
Exactly what I needed.
Eita, porra, fudeu. Agora eu vou entrar no cacete, quer ver?
You are puny. No scampering away. Like being stuck in a water.
Ai, que isso? Que isso, meu irmão? Calma aí. Eita, porra, chega pra mesmo. Ai, ai, ai.
This house belongs to Mother now. As you belong to us. We shall start with your juicy entrails. Then slowly savor your delicious brains. Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
É isso. Usar o cenário pra ferrar eles.
It's all coming back to me.
Subi de nível, beleza. Descarta uma carta aleatória. Aí é foda. Compra dos últimos. Ah, usa isso aqui. Ah, já tem um movimento.
The light shines on the
Ai,
most
tem ainda.
dutiful.
Ah, vai pegar no Blade, quer ver? 2 turnos ele fica preso. Aumentou o ataque. Ah, pediu uma... Eita, acabou meu turno. Que merda. Ih, ferrou. Morreu mesmo. Tá porra! Que isso, cada 2 ataques? Eu pedi uma égua. Ai, tô gostando da... Ai!
More warm bodies on the way.
Aí não, jogo.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Ah.
Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
Cara.
I shall
Ai,
fill
vai
your
entrar no
belly with
cacete
my
agora,
blade.
filho de uma égua.
Ought to make things interesting.
Você vai entrar no cacete. Não, calma, descarta agora não. Vou tabelar aqui, ó.
Get ready.
Ah, não vai tabelar não.
Faster than you.
Filha de uma égua. Gostei mais dessa jogada. Fica melhor eu dar logo o ataque forte nesse filho de uma égua.
We'll make you pay for that.
Removeu a simbiose. Agora não consigo atacar mais. Acho que meu boneco vai morrer com esse ataque agora.
First you die, then we eat. Squirming only brings us closer.
Ai, mais 2 turnos agora sem jogar com ele.
No time to lick our wounds.
Vai, filho de uma égua. Vai. 6.
Mother
Tá,
blesses us with...
eita!
Mother blesses us with strength. We
É
protect
tu mesmo, filho. Tu vai entrar no cacete agora. Aê, porra. Não morreu.
This was part of Lilith's plan.
Ah, morreu sim.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Such easy prey. What?
Ah, o Miranha.
Big guy!
O Miranha.
I was in the neighborhood. You know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy.
Ai, caralho.
I'm thinking your
É
friends
muito
here could use a
engraçado.
little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
É. Belezura. 40 de missão cumprida, 40 concluída em 7 turnos, encontro com... tá. Pô, eu queria aumentar essas legendas, cara, mas não tem como. Caralho, o jogo tá... Pra essas paradas tá muito limitado em questão de configuração.
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Ah, of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Than the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
Eita porra! Esse moleque aí que é o personagem que eu criei é filho da Lilith.
It's enough that you all made it back in one piece.
E essa daí é irmã da Lilith, então ele é sobrinho dela.
We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
É, tira essa armadura pra lavar que tá suja. Toda preta. Aê! 2 de experiência de amizade, 2 de... Ah, beleza, show de bola, vambora. Deixa eu ver mapa. Acho que isso aqui é só o começo, né? Isso aqui é o que? Monumento do Caçador. Raro, mas aí eu tenho que ter a chave arcana, se eu não me engano. Ah, tá. Então onde é que tem um baú? E tem outros por aqui. Sendo que... Deixa eu ver qual é o da azul. Ah, tá. Sendo, acho que tem que ter algum tipo de chave. Aqui, deixa eu ver se agora eu consigo. Olha lá, tá vendo? Requer chave, ó. Opa! A donzela e o Orlando. Obra-prima comum. Olha a outra aqui, ó. Ih, não. Porra, o boneco sai atropelando tudo aí. Oh, não. Sai não. O movimento da câmera tá muito ágil. Ali tem outro. Que bagulho dessa chave, cara, é que é foda. Eu já vim aqui, eu saí daqui. Aí vim pra cá, falei com o Doutor Estranho no começo, antes de ir pra aquela fase lá. Deixa eu ver aqui onde é que eu tô. Só que não dá pra saber a direção, acho que é esse ponto azul que dá pra saber a direção. A Sarah. O baú. É. Puxa, até eu pegar uma chave aí pra aparecer esse troço vai indicar onde é que eu tenho que ir. Quer ver? Olha outra aqui. Olha lá. Chave arcana disponível, 0. Não dá pra abrir, não dá pra abrir. Não dá pra ir no que tá aberto. Opa! Carta de tarô. Thor, força. Então tem que ficar procurando isso também, é agora? Diário da geladora. Tento não me esquecer de que 16 anos e pouco a idade para tamanho poder. Ah, deve estar falando dele, quando ele era mais novo. Acho que é isso. Falando desse troço não, que eu tô perdendo tempo. Eu tô perdendo tempo caçando as coisas. O jogo não tá ajudando. Tô vindo aqui. Ó, tem outro bagulho pra cá. Que doideira, aqui do lado de fora tá chovendo, mas não tá fazendo barulho aqui. Que loucura, filho. Opa. Opa. Aí outra aqui, ó. Opa. A outra aqui, ó. Opa. Rapaz. O jogo não é pequeno não, viu? Ih, rapaz. Essa espada parece a espada do Final Fantasy lá, o remaster do... Opa. O remaster do Final Fantasy VII Reunião. Eita. Ah, Lua. Cavaleiro da Lua. Até agora não vi seriado ainda. E nem um filme. Estrela. Vamos pegando, quanto mais melhor.
What is this?
A armadura do Tony Stark. Esse baú aqui. Ah, não é baú não. Ué, não. Agora tu tem que prestar bastante atenção nas coisas, não tu deixa passar.
That is something.
Ó.
Intriguing. Interesting.
Bom, eu já peguei o que tinha que pegar, vamos embora puxar logo a porcaria das missões, tá demorando muito. Ampliou mais algumas coisas, tá vendo? Não achei esses baús, mas eles apareceram, só eu passar perto. O bom é isso. Vamos puxar logo a missão.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
Na escala Stark de feitos heróicos imprudentes, eu daria uma nota 6. Relaxa, você vai chegar lá com uma mãozinha. Chegar aonde? Ah, valeu. Acha que pode ter feito melhor?
And where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend.
Ganhei ponto já, beleza.
Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. It sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides,
Tony Stark tá parecendo mais um francês com esse
bigode.
bigode.
Around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy.
Joguinho é bom. Engraçado, viu? Engraçado. Eu queria aumentar isso aqui, cara. Isso aqui que tá me deixando nervoso.
Full transparency, Hunter. There's another reason I asked
tipo assim, quem tá vendo na telinha pequena aqui, que nem eu aqui, não consegue ler não, ó.
Stopped here before
Quem
while
vê
you
no
were out.
telefone não consegue
Wanted to
ler.
surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a
Pecaram
lovely
muito
welcome
nisso.
note, but I'm fairly certain
Pra
that
você
wasn't
controlar
red ink in your quill.
Ó, Tony Stark francês, ó o bigodinho. Eu passei aqui antes, quando você não tava, queria te dar uma lembrancinha bacana, de boas-vindas. Eu ia escrever uma mensagem bonita pra você, mas acho que não era a tinta vermelha na sua perna. Na sua pena. Ah, não há nada a temer. Agradeço o presente. Piada. Pena que pena. Hã? Eu vou fazer isso aqui, pena que pena, pra ver como é que vai ficar.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest.
It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Novo herói disponível. Homem de Ferro. Beleza. Tá aqui meu presente. Esses frascos de vidro que me dá nervoso, cara. Eu não podia ter feito só o bagulho de vidro sem esse brilho todo?
Acho que alguma coisa é interessante.
Porra, não é, cara? Tu olha de longe lá. Ah, vou pegar. Tu chega perto.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Qual presente aqui, pai? Me abrir.
Qual desses que dá pra abrir?
Esse.
O verdinho, pequenininho aí.
Esse.
O verdinho, pequenininho. Yuri, o verdinho, pequenininho, Yuri.
Esse aqui?
O verdinho aí embaixo, Yuri. Caraca, tu é cego? Bombinha. Beleza.
Pô, olha aqui, mano. Eu queria esse aqui. Pelo menos um aqui.
Ah, os Starks aqui, ó. Peguei mais um. Habilidade nenhuma, recurso nós temos. Beleza. Reagentes, obras-primas. Ah, tá aqui, ó. Oh! Maneiro, mano, que eles colocaram até as paradas. Explore seu quarto. Mas, ah tá, agora pedi pra abrir. Tá. Ah, dá pra me comprar. Ih, que massa aqui. Tá saindo áudio? Você desmutou aí, Yuri? Pô, ele tava funcionando. Como é que... Você entrou no grupo? Sim. Tá habilitado pra aparecer a... Não é aí não, Igor. É opções aí, ó. Não, não é aí não. Não era pra estar aparecendo, cara. Você habilitou o bagulho pra aparecer o voz. Sai daí que não vai aparecer. Calma aí.
Ah não, acho que esse aqui, ó. Quer ver?
Sai e entra de novo.
Ah, agora vai. Viu? Agora vai. É que era o bagulho ali, só lá.
Gastar dinheiro com isso aqui não. Ai, tá, ele vai me obrigar a comprar? Você vai me obrigar com... O jogo me obrigou a comprar, é mole? Mas é um filho de uma égua mesmo.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. We were all so happy then.
Agora vamos dormir. O jogo é safado, me obrigou a comprar.
They're everywhere! We must fall back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Child.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero.
Tá, pois, cachorro!
But I also know the battle that rages
Cachorro
within your
demoníaco,
soul.
rapaz.
It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge.
Ué, desligou o
Our new
cabo
guests
USB
are
dele?
eager to show you
Desligou o
something.
cabo USB dele? Ah.
This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night.
Vai até a forja. Eita porra!
We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Olha isso.
Good girl, Charlie.
Olha isso, Yuri. É, garotão. Cachorrinho demoníaco. Ah, chave arcana, oh, meu Deus, esse bagulho de chave
Next thing
arcana.
I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
Opa, essência.
Oh, check out Blade making
Oh, outra
nice
aqui.
with the big guns.
I thought Caretaker told them no more guns in the house.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
So,
O brilho dos vidros tá muito exagerado.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I
Tá,
think we're
porra!
good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
O Luiz tá fazendo
right.
live disso aí.
It's ready.
O Luiz tá fazendo live disso aí.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
Da hora, da hora.
Stylish,
de combate
damn
comum.
near indestructible. And we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have...
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
You seem well-adjusted enough, considering.
Exactly, which means there's hope for you yet. I find these apocalypse scenarios will save you tons of therapy.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
gamma seems to be a reoccurring theme these days.
Oh, you think I'm bad? You should ask Bruce. Actually, don't. He's been really sensitive since... You know what? Never mind.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
The great Iron Man is not scared, is he?
Let's just say I'll be more comfortable once I've studied the problem. I feel like I'm living in one of those paranormal investigation reality shows.
What sort of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Okay. So, why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
E você? Vamos falar com você para depois ir lá para bigorna.
Your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Lembra que o seu ritual do despertar foi pouquinho mais caótico do que eu queria. É bom depois do seu embate com o Venom, o meu juramento de hipócritas pede que eu examine você. Em outras palavras, como se sente?
Physically, I'm fine. However, I do feel some
grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me, particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event, I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda,
Ele
lost,
citou uma sátira ali do filme, coisa quando ele do filme, do novo filme dele que saiu. Ele citou uma palavra ali, se sentiu um apetite insana por cérebro. Do filme dele, quando ele virou o Doutor Estranho, mas só que morto-vivo. Ele citou uma parte do filme. Com os meus recursos, meus dons, eu deveria ter visto isso enunciado na geometria sagrada desse universo anos atrás, mas calculei errado.
rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilith than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not,
Acho que eu tô fazendo piada com a pessoa
geometry
errada.
be damned.
Quem é o piadista aqui é o...
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
We will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree,
Matou.
Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
Eu não vou permitir que isso aconteça com você, Hunter. E é por isso que eu estou aqui. Caso tenha alguma pergunta, talvez a minha sabedoria seja mais útil para você do que tem sido para mim.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
That kind of power sounds like it could be dangerous.
We don't truly know the extent of Wanda's power, and in that respect, you two are very similar. Were she here now, I think you would have found her to be a kindred spirit.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Ley lines?
Often dismissed as pseudoscience in the modern day, ley lines actually represent the convergence of magical energies formed within the Earth itself. Ancient civilizations built their temples along these lines, tapping into the power flowing through them.
Tá tirando de dois de longe, Yuri.
Two such lines converge at the Sanctum's location. Needless to say, the wards benefit greatly.
A creature on the roof. You have run into it before.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
Vamos ver isso aqui.
Sounds like Spider-Man is Venom's nemesis. Maybe he has some insight.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider-Man will prove to be an invaluable asset in the ongoing fight against both Venom and Lilith.
A creature on the roof. You have run into it before.
Vou botar outra pergunta ali agora.
In the simplest... He's...
Aqui.
My mother has a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim of her ambition. I fear the Sanctum may never be the same.
De novo, eu vou passar rápido e vou colocar aquela ali.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
Let us talk later.
É isso. Foi todas
Visit
as
whenever you
perguntas.
like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
Agora eu vou na bigorna. Ó, ganhou 2 pontos de amizade. Ter conversado bastante com o Strange. Vambora.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Ye Olde Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Caralho.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Take your pick, Hunter.
Revelando essa habilidade. No meio. Ah, mas isso aí que eu já tava pegando, pô. Já. Ah, que legal. Ai, joguinho.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Falar com o Blade no quintal, simbora. O jogo tá pedindo pra mim pegar um. Não, filho, não, obrigado, tá?
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your questions.
Projeto de Tony Stark. Ai, caralho. Vamos ver.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
Caralho, engraçado pra caralho isso aqui, cara. Beleza, você parece bem só.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
What about
Robbie?
Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
Opa, o Motoqueiro Fantasma tá aí, acabei de
She's
ver ali.
usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Who else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anyone else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Ah, ver a tia
Well, there are
dele.
a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture.
A
and we're a
Lilith,
part
a
of it.
vilã aí do
I'd
bagulho, é
follow
a mãe
her to
dele.
hell if I had to.
É,
And from what I
do meu
understand,
personagem que eu
we
acabei
may
de criar.
have to.
É,
surprised
e a
she commands
zeladora
such
é a irmã da Lilith.
I'm
Então
surprised that you're
sendo tia
surprised.
dele.
You know what she's like more than any of us.
Da hora, daí tá da hora
do.
o jogo. E mais
Anybody
engraçado é das
else?
piadas que rola no meio do jogo. É engraçado pra caralho. Só
Nobody
isso,
else.
vambora.
Sure.
Agora deixa eu ver. Você parece estar. O que você acha de mim? Cara, eu acho que eu perguntei isso. Ah, não.
Can I
Conta
ask
você.
about you?
I guess.
What brought
Aqui,
you
de
to
baixo
the
pra cima.
Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Cobriu de esquisito.
How long
Quantos
have you
anos você
been
tem?
around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
Que da hora.
How did you become
A
a
história dele.
vampire?
Vamos ver.
You say that
No.
like I had a choice.
Não,
I
é,
was
ele nasceu
born this
vampiro.
way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother.
Vampiro
Problem
mordeu minha mãe,
was,
viu
I
isso
was
mesmo, ele
still
tava na
in the
barriga.
womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
Quando ele foi infectado, a mãe dele já tava com a barriga grande. Aí ele pegou o vírus ainda. Aí por isso que ele é metade, meio metade vampiro e metade humano. Me fale
Is your
sobre o seu
name
nome.
really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes.
Seu nome é...
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became
sério?
the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it
E ela, filha
embarrassing?
da puta?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
Essa conta é
You do
meus
not
amigos.
consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
É muito engraçado, cara, na moral.
Thanks, Blade.
Sure.
É muito engraçado. Melhor habilidade do que tal. Vambora lá. É muito engraçado isso, cara. E tu, Marvel?
This team is certainly getting stronger and more dangerous every day.
Ó, que bom. Opa. E aí, Motoqueiro Fantasma? Epa, isso aqui tá errado. Motorista Fantasma? Olha aqui.
Judgment is on its
Ah, aí você tá de brincadeira, né, filho?
Well, looky who it is.
E olha lá.
Well met.
Hunter. Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here. Time to take it to the next level.
É, vamos habilitar o dele, né? Ah, agora que eu entendi pra que serve as essências. Acho melhor equipando tal. Gasta o quê? Essências roxas, eu tô com 42. Gasta 30. Beleza.
Peace.
Eu consigo coisar dos outros? Não. Só
See
isso.
you around.
A gente se vê. Vê nada. Vamos aí, rapidão. Tá.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. My time as a pilot taught me one thing. It's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
Quantum... what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Ah, me cancelou, ia pegar, mas pelo menos eu peguei ponto com ela. Eita porra, a mulher sumiu.
On the prowl?
A espreita? Claro. Sempre. Tá, nenhum tipo de botão aqui. Faz nada, não sei se é aqui pra mirar. E a parada aqui é bem grande, louco, ó. Os caras não pouparam esforços não, mas em compensação não tem nada. Ó. Tem um buraco aqui. Opa, dá pra pegar as plantinhas. Opa, não! Peguei um cogumelo, tem um portal aqui, mas não dá pra interagir, né? Então, sobe de volta. Opa. Interessante. Opa. Vamos pegar pra fazer as paradas. Se dá pra fazer, craftar item com os recursos. Opa, aí, ó. Vamos craftar. Água. Não. Opa. O sol. Vamos vasculhar esse trem todo. Esse bagulho de Hades. Ué, não dá pra inspecionar? Ah, o bagulho da Agatha. Ué, mas por que não dá pra inspecionar ela? É que eu já vi. Vou pegar só os cogumelos. Penhasco selvagem, olha. É que eu não consigo abrir, tem que ter a porcaria da chave, então eu acho que a chave deve ser craftada. Você deve. Deixa eu ver aqui em cima. Ah, onde é que eu tava? Onde eu tava não, de onde eu saí, né? Aí tem esse baú raro aqui. Opa, esse aqui deve pegar. Falei? Galinha da floresta. Tá porra. Tem outra aqui. Ele tá dizendo pra nós pegar, nós pega. Tem alguma coisa aqui. Esse símbolo aqui é o mesmo do que tá lá embaixo, lá do bagulho que eu falei que era de Hades. A outra aqui. Deve estar com uns 9 agora, né? Espera aí que não abre. Qualquer movimento que eu faço na cruzinha abre os menus de missão. Vamos lá. Opa, tem outro cogumelo aqui, ó. Vi de longe.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say gamma?
Tá porra, essa máquina aí.
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
We waited all year for that game, and you know the scroll.
E aí, minha filha? Cheguei. Vamos desenrolar, tá perdendo muito tempo.
Completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now.
Tá que pariu, esse é o nome ou um palavrão?
Gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work.
Se botasse o Hulk nesse jogo, ele ia tabelar gera na parede.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Vamos desenrolar esse aqui, esse prólogo aqui, esse negócio aqui. Pareceu um tutorial, dá pra pular, mas de compensação se tiver alguma conquista não abre.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Mesa espelhada. Ah, mandar pra missão lá. Bora. Só tem essa?
It
Então
was
bora.
just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association
Tem um
purchased this
artefato.
entire block.
Recompensas, tá. Bora. Fala muito. Tá, Capitão Marvel Blade. Bora. Ó, pega meu novo, ó, o meu traje, meu personagem, ó, ai, embura.
Trench coat,
Ih, agora estão vindo atrás.
Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are a pretty normal thing.
Fui!
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my
Aqui ele não vem não, né?
So
Ih, vem!
patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Da hora. Eita, esse lugar da hora. Ih, é Gotham, eu acho.
Probably can
Cara,
scratch
aquela
abandoned
torrezinha,
off the
lembra?
description of
Ali
this
do,
place.
que aparece o bagulho da Warner.
You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Dr. Fausto. Dr. Fausto? Ele é Fausto, ou ele é do Homem-Aranha ou ele é do...
That's magic coming from those crates.
Do Batman.
I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation?
Eu acho.
You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Mata não! Derrota todos os inimigos para concluir o embate. Beleza, vambora. Ih, rapaz, nós tá cercado, hein?
His fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Vamos ver.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
É sério isso?
Sequência 2 sequências. Cadê? Dá pra nós mover e tabelar, né? Não, Bladola. Bladola, vem pra cá, Bladola. Não, tem que se mover, calma aí. Move, filho, vem pra cá. Isso. Isso, Bladola. Agora. Aqui, Bladola, ó. Não sei se vai tabelar. Se não vai tabelar, não. Deu hit kill. Ó, matou dois! Ah, não. Ai, só deu um. Compre cartas de até 3 na mão. Compra 2. Não, não posso dar isso aqui não. Eu tô querendo dar uns dano nesses filhos de uma égua. Repulsão, vai bater. Não, calma aí. Cancela. Cadê a Marvel? Caraca, não vai dar não. Deixa eu ver se eu vim pra cá. Não dá também. Que merda. Ah, mas dá pra vir pra cá. Não. Porra. Aqui. não vai dar repulsão, mano.
I'm on it. You should have known better.
Aí é foda. Gastei meus movimentos. Fudeu, tô em cima de geral. Tô em cima da porcaria de uma bomba.
Barely a scratch.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
More fuel for the fire.
Porra, mais gente.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Aí pega em geral, mas vai pegar até em mim. Dá repulsão? Não dá não, né?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Oh!
Take this.
Tô com uma jogada. Tô com escudo. Foda vai ser os outros, né? Blade, come esse filho da puta na porrada. Porra, não era pra ter um.
Even the best can get better.
Fiquei sem jogada, né?
I think they like me.
Ela bloqueou. Aí quebrou. Aí é foda, né? Ah, geral vai virar nela. Caralho, estão virando.
We'll have to do better than that.
Porra, mais gente.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, hunting out the bad guys. Not a problem.
Veio só mais uma?
Behold the light's gift.
That should help. You've had this coming. Didn't think I could get any stronger.
Eu acho que tem como eu me mover, não tô me movendo.
Deja vu.
tentar me organizar, senão eu vou morrer. Morri.
Perhaps Faustus's device is worth further study. If you wouldn't mind, Carol, I'd prefer it if you and your supernatural associates not...
Smash it?
Yes.
É a vez de Capitão Marvel, né? Eu vou alinhar esses arrombados tudinho, eu vou fuder todos eles, quer ver, ó? Falei que eu ia fuder geral.
Let's do it. At least monsters are wild and unpredictable. These rent-a-mercs have no gumption. I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
Sem movimento.
We will never forsake her.
Bloqueou, beleza. Show de bola.
Think we've got
Agora
the
nós
upper
joga.
hand.
3 jogadas. Tá lá dentro, filha, por quê?
Ought to make things interesting.
Por quê? Toma, filho da puta.
Don't mess with me.
Watch close. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
Bora, filha, levanta. Tá nada, acabou de mexer a cabeça ali. Yuri, pega o daí pra mim, filho.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that.
Noted, Carol.
Ah,
Perhaps
tá.
you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Recupere o artefato. Mas a gente tem que almoçar, né, Gil? Ó, sem quebrar, cara. tem aqui pra jogar? Ah, eu, né? Eu que vou jogar. Eu tenho 2 repulsão. Porra. Melhor usar o repulsão, né? Mas quem vai usar sou eu. Tá, se ele bater ele explode aquele bicho. Acho que ele só vai até ali. Tem que ser mais perto. Aí ferrou.
I'm on it. Give the mother my regards in hell.
Jogada ressuscitada, tá. Eu tenho 2 jogadas, então eu jogo essa e busco a outra que ela vai me dar. Descartar uma carta aleatória que vai revigorar os personagens, né? Vem pra cá, Blade. Vou tabelar você com o maluco aqui. Ah, é eu? Porra, aí é foda, né, jogo? Será que se ele bater vai dar dano?
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
Time's up for these chumps. Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Don't worry, I can take it.
What is
Ai!
happening?
Tá porra, filha da puta!
Support units on the move. We stand with the mother.
Tem que estar aquela arrombada ali.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
It's about time.
That's one hell of a move.
Tem que quebrar mais um pouco da barreira do cara, é sacanagem. Pô, como eu queria agora a repulsão, cara. Puta que pariu. Ei. Ah, não vai tabelar. Pô, se pegasse nos dois, hein? Por que não pega nos dois, hein?
So that's how that works.
Time to get.
Yep, that'll make him hate you.
Ai, fodeu. Dá as costas por bicho. Ai, caralho. Ai, porra. 12, 14, 4. Eita, 30. Caí de novo. Segunda vez que eu caio com ele. Tá porra, socão do caralho que eu levei.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
Ah, o cara... Ah, cai puxa... Cai não.
To be crystal clear, we
Sangramento na
won't be
cara.
able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the
Capitão
truck.
Marvel. Peguei o artefato, show de bola.
One less thing to worry
Beleza, show
about.
de bola.
Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining
Agora vai dar
forces in your
repulsão.
vicinity.
What's this? Don't make the same mistake twice.
Tô com uma jogada. Eu não tava querendo ressuscitar não, cara. Tá com vida, tá com vida.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Aí eles viram em mim. Aí os filhos da puta viram em mim. Morre, infeliz. Fudeu. Vamos ver agora.
You really want to keep doing that?
Ai, o Blaze vai cair.
Our friend is down.
Tava virando muito nele.
Ah, these delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Show, matei os dois.
Quick, even for Hydra.
Vai, capitão.
Thanks for the save.
Agora eu faço tudo.
Should get the blood moving.
Bora, vem. Chama reforço. Defendeu ainda, tá bom. Tá bom demais, tá show, tá show.
Alright, you're
Tá
starting
show.
to piss me off.
Ela aguenta pra caralho.
I'm going to get you for this.
Isso é que é foda, acabei de...
Many before you have
Tão
tried and
fudido
failed.
agora. Tão fudido. Repulsão. Será que eu consigo tabelar aqui? Deixa eu vir pra cá. Não. Vem pra cá. Tu vai tomar, filha da puta. Toma.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Caiu os dois? Show de bola, caiu os dois. Blade, pega esse bonito aqui que é mais forte. Vai finalizar de uma KO!
Huh? I was hoping for the R-rated
Mais uma
version.
jogada. É o que tem. Passa o turno.
I'll put this to good use.
Aguenta, Marvel, aguenta, Marvel. Aguenta, filho, aguenta. Aguenta, filho. É GG agora.
I am not doing so well.
Capitã Marvel. Dá um Roryuka nesse filho da puta aqui, dá. Aí, quebra a puxadeira. Toma.
I am impressed.
Deixa eu ver. Blade. Come o foreb desse maluco aqui.
Interesting.
Eu, pelas costas, vai tomar firme.
We've done it.
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something.
Olha o símbolo!
Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Show! Ai, uma estrela! Ai, que feio que eu fiz! Também deixei cair duas vezes o boneco. 3 vezes, 2 vezes eu e uma vez o Blade. Aí é foda, né, jogo? Isso é porque tá no normal, hein? Imagina botar as outras dificuldades.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the 4th quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest.
Eu quero saber desse negócio, cara. Eu quero que essas porras estão muito...
Let me see. How did this
Vamos
work
lá.
again?
Opa, super link, beleza. Vamos lá. Responda... Ué, então, cara, como é que eu vou responder essa porcaria que eu não sei? Ah, tá. Sem botar abaixo, minha filha.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two
Ela
of
falou
us.
yes e a legenda apareceu em
Needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Sorrisinho do meu personagem safado. Deixa eu ver quanto dinheiro eu tô.
Ah, nada a ver.
De novo, não gastei não? Melhorias do quarto, olha só que interessante, rapaz. Dá pra tu botar um monte de coisa no quartinho, ó.
Amanhã, pai, amanhã.
É, amanhã a final. Tem alguém te chamando.
Que é? E eu quero saber de Mr. Beat.
Que da hora. Vou gastar dinheiro com isso não, calma aí. Calma aí, já era do quarto. Outro? Ah, modificar, tá. Vou modificar não. É o quê?
Deixa eu ver.
É o que eu ganhei pra fazer live, cara. Tá aqui, como eu já sei que não...
Yuri, eu vou te chamar. Yuri!
Aí tem que comprar, ué. Ah, vá. Ah, tá bloqueado ainda. Oh! Oh! Tá, e por que apareceu? Roxo. Beleza. E o resto? Deixa eu ver. Pô, não deixa eu nem ver. Eu que dei pra ele. Ele é alto pra caramba, eu sei. Ai, Jesus. Oh, tenho mais uma.
Ventilador ligar. A cama que ninguém tirou.
Vocês não sabem o que tem que fazer já? Vambora. Cadê ela? Oi, é aqui.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. I'm kind of getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean it's not junk. You know what they call an artifact that only works in a pocket dimension once?
Ai, tá pedindo pra ver filme. Tá carente, filha, tá?
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sei porque enfrentar a Lilith não vai ser fácil. Eu tinha 15 anos quando descobri que minha mãe era uma super do mal.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I really needed that. So,
Já peguei algumas coisas
what
já com
did you think
ela.
of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing
Vê
you
esse
don't know
cachorro aí,
much
cara.
about me.
Essa cachorra aí, pelo amor de Deus,
Just
cara.
what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
Quer perguntar, tipo, o que é o cajado do absoluto? Ou quem são os... Caramba!
I had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility.
De X-Men para jovens superdotados. Caraca, que da hora, mano!
After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time.
Não peguei ponto com ela. Aí é frog. Tentei fazer o máximo pra pegar ponto com ela, mas não peguei. Isso aqui não abre, eu tenho que ter a chave, né? Essas porra, essa chave aqui. Esse jogo tá parecendo pay to win. Opa. E aí, ai meu dog.
Good girl, Charlie.
Meu dog, rapaz. Respeita meu dog.
Looks like you're finding your way around.
Dog
Maybe
capiroto.
making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
The world is still full of monsters and villains. My mother being the worst of them all.
You forgot heroes. The world is still full of heroes. Though sadly, we're missing one of our best.
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened.
Tenta botar só a primeira pra ver como é que vai ficar. Fora que eu tenho que pegar a afinidade com os personagens, senão dá ruim.
in an
Quanto mais
accident
afinidade eu pegar com os
caused
personagens,
by her
mais XP eu
protégé,
pego e
Wanda
os combos flui.
the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Suns' latest
Mas os
recruit,
personagens upa mais
a
rápido.
powerful
Se
spellcaster
eu ficar
in her
pulando
own
direto
right.
vai dar ruim.
Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen.
Tá
That was an
fresquinho hoje, né,
incident.
filha?
An accident, I'm sure, but
Amanhã vai
Agatha
ficar
was
assim também,
killed.
mas a partir de segunda-feira vai
yes,
ferver.
incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I.
É isso mesmo.
But I also saw the danger, the threat.
O que você quer
if
fazer?
Wanda's
Você quer ir lá
powers
pra
were
sua
left
irmã na
unchecked.
sexta-feira, direto?
So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away
Pra nós dormir
to the
lá,
Sanctum
sexta,
Sanctorum
sábado.
to study under
Aí
Doctor
domingo a gente
Strange.
vem.
I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
A gente acordar aqui no dia 24. Arrumar as coisas pra poder levar.
Então quando a gente chegar, a gente já parte então do trabalho.
O tempo que você tá no trabalho, eu tô no mercado.
Ih, não conta com isso não.
Não, tô falando assim, cheguei aqui, já começa a arrumar as coisas. Você chegando, a gente já parte. Porque no dia 24, a gente já acorda cedo lá pra começar a fazer as coisas. Entendeu? Porque a Havana não vai querer acordar cedo se a gente não tiver não. Ou a gente acorda ela cedo.
Ah, tá. Tá bom. Jogar um balde de água fria nela pra ela acordar.
Na cara dela.
Há 2 tapas bem dados na cara dela.
Papai Noel, tua tia achou lá no negócio.
Sei que os outros ainda guardam um ressentimento enorme por mim por conta disso. Aí... Olha lá. Tá vendo? Tem sempre a resposta correta pra colocar.
Was Wanda
Vamos
so
lá.
different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control.
É uma
And this
meninica.
time
Tá
I
vendo
had
que não
no
cresceu essa
Agatha to
criança?
help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was
Matuto
clearly
mesmo, né, cara?
mistaken. Wanda, Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the
Parece
grounds,
uma criança barbuda.
hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Belezura, vambora. Siga Charlie até o santuário para... Vambora, filhão. Vai.
Esse é Charlie?
É, meu dog do capiroto. Meu dog capiroto. Ah, por isso que eu não conseguia interagir naquela hora, porque tinha processo do jogo. Fale com Agatha.
Agatha?
Gaga?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things.
Não, cara, a
That's
pessoa
my
que tá
Hunter.
com a lápide ali,
You
enterrada no chão, não
seem
tá morta não, tá
strangely
viva.
at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Tá legal, meu chapa. Ui, olha aqui, olha meu dog, olha meu dog. Olha, dog capiroto. É, dog capiroto. Segundo o carinho que eu faço nele, ele... Vai de novo. Vou postar isso aí lá no Twitter. Maria. Oi.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Portal dos Sanguíneos, vambora. Provação. Eita, recomendável play é 1, corrente de play é level 2. Tá, vambora. Acho que eu tô nisso, ou é 3, eu acho. Ou 4. Não lembro que quando eu comecei o jogo. Geralmente quando eu comecei o jogo eu comecei com o level 1. Com todos, com o meu personagem e com mais um. Com o Doutor Estranho.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah. Ashtor.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The elder gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Ó!
Charlie?
Chamei meu capiroto!
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Ei, meu cachorro é mais bolado do que esses verdão aí, hein? Derrota os inimigos,
As
vambora!
the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least
Ao
her
nocautear, compre uma carta. Será que ele tá bela?
Now that was something.
Oh, que maravilha! Mandei certo então, hein? Repulsão. Quantos eu consigo tabelar aqui? Foi 2.
You were too weak for this fight.
Deu mais uma jogada. Aí vai tirar uma carta aleatória, aí vai me ferrar, né?
They cannot possibly match your strength.
É isso, vamos passar o turno. 7 de dano.
Lilith must
14. 7. 14. 21. 28.
I will not let you down.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Ih, matou meu cachorro. Não, matou não, cara. Ih, matou. Cadê? Então eu vou usar esse aqui. Espero que tire as duas cartas ali, ressurreição. Repulsão. Deixa eu ver como é que eu posso tabelar isso aqui. Filho. Vem pra cá. Não, caralho. Vem pra cá.
Que?
Não. Porra, o jogo dá uma direção meio sem nexo, caralho. Pra bater nos bichos. Porra, aí a mira vai ficar pra lá. Como é que eu vou tabelar aqui? Eu não consigo usar a porra da repulsão.
É, seu pedaço de mal caminho do canal, vai!
Your mother abandons you.
Jogada restituída. Passou vez. 21.
Take advantage while they
28.
focus on me.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled her role as caretaker after the goddess herself.
The light is on our side. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Tô com mais uma jogada, é isso? Tô com mais duas. Show de bola.
I am impressed.
É eu ou o cachorro? Eu tô no cachorro, né? É, eu tô no Charlie. Eu tô cheio. Não, agora sou eu que ataco. Ah, eu sou... Ah! Vem pra cá. Tá um pouquinho mais distante. Vem pra cá. Ah, tá. Repulsão. É isso aqui. Foi os dois.
Feel my call.
Passei o turno.
It's a shame Charlie couldn't have a more pleasant reunion with her kin. But I don't think they're feeling very sentimental.
Leave some for the rest of us. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter.
Ih, é uma cadela.
We'll finish this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Ah, porque a Charlie caiu. Aí é foda. bagulho azul é esse aqui? Essência.
Rapaz, é maluco ali que rapaz. Querendo dar golpe e quer dar golpe.
Opa! É. Se eu não quisesse descer, eu tinha descido.
This looks like a
to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Ué, como é que eu vou abrir? Ah, eu acho que é aqui. Não? Ué? Ô, jogo! Uai! Usando a palavra de poder. Como se não quer interagir, jogo? Ah, é, jogou.
Ashtor smiles upon me.
Que burro. Ah, que burro não, que eu não sabia dessa porcaria. Ai, bagulho sempre com chave, cara. Joguinho famoso pay to win, cara.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe
tem bastante
Lilith
cogumelo
and
pra pegar aqui,
Caretaker
ó.
brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Deve ter alguma rixa com a zeladora lá. Pra falar pra manter. Oi, caraca! Que isso, filho? Cai, meu dogzinho.
Good girl, Charlie.
Dogzinho do capiroto. Cadela do capiroto, pra falar a verdade, né? Porque ela... Vamos lá na forja.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the Forge.
Deixa eu ver.
Thank you.
Vou ver se eu consigo upar mais alguém.
Strange out.
Não. Opa. Salto. Saltar causa dano aumentado em combate. Oh, que da hora. Eu não sabia disso, cara. Tipo, pular o bagulho e bater ao mesmo tempo. Porra, vários obstáculos que eu tinha ali pra eu dar uma volta nos bichos. Aí é sacanagem, né, jogo?
Hunter, just in time.
Ai.
His royal weirdness and I were
Deixa
deciding
passar
what to
aqui
do
água
with
do joelho.
that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Esse mapa toda hora fica mostrando alguma coisa. O que você quer mostrar, meu filho? É isso. Bom, eu vou parar aqui com 3 horas.